Hello and welcome to the channel Urban Rise. Today we're going to take a look at the 10 most common and typical construction trade jobs in the construction industry, what the trades do, where they work and how much you can expect to earn. In order to simplify and not add confusion between differing countries, cultures and economies, this trade review will centre itself and focus on the North American construction industry. This will allow you to compare, contrast and benchmark with the biggest and most successful economy in the world. The trade review has been compiled in alphabetical order for ease of reference, so without further delay, let's get into it. Number 1. Carpenter. Carpentry trades come in many levels, from rough and foreman carpentry to finishing carpentry and cabinet making. The finer the product a carpenter produces, the more training, qualification and experience is required. In a general contracting arena, the foreman or superintendent are quite often from a carpentry background, and as such, carpenters are often considered very versatile with an ability and aptitude to oversee and direct numerous activities and trade work on site. You can expect to earn somewhere in the region of $30 to $40 an hour. The work involved in rough carpentry is quite wide-ranging and can include everything from making forms or shuttering for concrete, laying decks and tables for concrete floors, framing and sheathing for wood homes, cutting in roofs, floor joists and rafters, and making structural carcassing and backframing elements for all types of projects. Cabinet makers also make bespoke furniture like tables and chairs for customers and often use many exotic types of wood in their products. Number 2. Drywall, framers and tapers. Drywall framers and tapers have all been lumped together into number 2 on our list, since they are all part of a system which builds internal partition walls, ceilings and exterior sidings. First there is the framer, who will erect the steel stud walls to create room partitions and frame out ceilings for drywallers. Next, the drywaller screws the drywall to the steel studs and ceiling framing, and can often insert insulation between the studs to improve the thermal and acoustic properties of the walls. The final trade in the sequence is the taper, also known as the mud guys, who apply paper tape or corner beads and fill the drywall joints, screw heads and corners, and then sand everything smooth ready for paint. Drywallers, framers and tapers work mainly on residential and commercial projects, although they can also work on any other types of project. In the past, and still today, most drywall framers and tapers have learnt and continue to learn on the job. However, there has been a move over the years to provide more and more courses and training for these trades. You can expect to earn somewhere in the region of $22 to $28 per hour. Number 3. Electrician. Electricians are a highly specialised trade, and it can take 4 to 5 years of training to become a qualified journeyman. Training is always a mix of site experience as an apprentice being overseen by a journeyman electrician, and many stints in college or trade school for the theoretical portion. Becoming an electrician can lead to a lifelong rewarding career with numerous opportunities. Wages start from $30 an hour and can rise all the way up to $45 an hour depending on your ability and your sector. You'd need to be pretty good at maths to become an electrician. Number 4. Excavation. Excavation or civil workers, also known as ground workers, typically learn their trade on the job with ongoing training in specific technologies or procedures. There is no specific trade school for those wanting to work in the groundwork trade, although many people in similar trades such as plumbing could easily migrate into the civils world. Attaining employment in the civils trade is as simple as applying for a job as a labourer and working your way up by showing keenness, smartness and hard work. You can expect to earn somewhere in the region of $19 for a labourer up to $25 per hour as a foreman or superintendent. A quick overview of the types of jobs civil trades do are bulk excavation, detailed excavation, backfill and compaction, grading, piling, shoring and stabilisation works, pavements, roads, curbs, erosion control, utility work such as gas, power and water, drainage and telecoms, and even demolition. However, don't expect to be able to work on all of these types of civil jobs working for one company, as mostly every company will specialise in one or some of the above. Pick an area which interests you and go from there. Number 5. Flooring. The flooring trade can expect to lay both hard and soft flooring in both commercial and residential projects, and should also be one of the last trades you have on site in order to preserve the integrity of the flooring product. Floor laying training is available, but most value is gleaned from working on site actually doing the work. Many people fall into the flooring trade and are quite successful even without any formal training. Flooring work does require you to be on your knees all of the time, so you'll need to look after your knees and your back during your flooring career. Floor layers can expect to earn around $23 to $30 per hour. Floor layers typically lay rolled carpet, carpet tiles, sheet vinyl or lino, vinyl tiles, laminate, vinyl plank, and also real wood flooring. In commercial applications, there may be a requirement to install static, dissipative tiles in rooms such as data or electrical rooms, which have a copper grounding tab that needs to be connected to an earth grounding bar. Number 6. HVAC. HVAC stands for heating, ventilation, air conditioning, and is a two-part trade discipline. The first part is heating and ventilation, which is often associated with sheet metal and ductwork. The second part is air conditioning, which is generally used to refer to the systems that are designed to cool the air in your space. Trades often specialize in one or the other of these disciplines and become either a heating and ventilation trade, or otherwise known as a sheet metal worker, or an air conditioning technician. Training and schooling for these disciplines are commonplace, and particularly the AC element requiring further technical training and certification. You could expect to earn somewhere in the region of $35 to $45 per hour once you become experienced in this trade. HVAC trades fabricate and install sheet metal ductwork, louvers, grills, dampers, flues, air handling units, air conditioning units, and refrigeration piping in all types of facilities from residential, commercial offices, recreation centres, hospitals, and industrial sites. Number 7. Ironworker. The ironworking or steel erecting trade is one of the oldest trades around. Pays very well, but is also inherently risky due to the huge weight and height the steel members are being erected at. Many skyscrapers are predominantly steel frame buildings, and erecting them is a sheer delight to witness and demands huge respect for these workers. However, ironworkers also work on smaller projects, not requiring to scale such heights. Ironworkers can expect to earn anywhere between $28 to $35 an hour, or even more, and work in almost all commercial and industrial work sites. Ironworkers erect steel columns, beams, joists, decks, welding and burning, rigging, ornamental steel, canopies, miscellaneous steel, architectural steel, railings, stairs, fences, bars, barriers, and masts. Number 8. Painter. Getting into the painting trade has probably one of the lowest barriers of entry, since all you need is a paint roller, brush, and tray. However, to be a successful painter requires skill, finesse, a good eye for detail, and of course a steady hand. Painters work in all manner of places like homes, schools, shopping malls, offices, and industrial buildings. A good painter can expect to be paid $19 to $23 an hour. Painters don't just paint. Painters also prepare walls, remove old finishes, spray walls and ceilings, hang wallpaper, apply textured finishes to both inside and outside of buildings. Number 9. Plumber. Good plumbers typically have served an apprenticeship, which means gaining on-site experience alongside trade school. Plumbers are in high demand everywhere and specialise in water, drainage and sewer systems. To be a plumber, you need to expect to get dirty and understand plumbing codes. You can expect to earn, on average, around $22 to $40 per hour, but could also increase further with experience and competence. Plumbers work in all types of facilities like schools, commercial buildings, homes, industrial settings, and shopping malls. A plumber's work can be quite complex depending on the scale of the project, and can consist of everything from laying copper pipe, iron pipe and plastic pipes, using glues and compounds, installing water systems, hot water heaters, faucets, taps, toilets, sinks, baths, showers, underground drainage, vent pipes and even gas appliances. Number 10. Roofer. Your roof has one important job to do, and that's to keep the outside weather out. However, many roofs nowadays are designed and constructed to keep the inside in by adding insulation to the roof. Roofs are high and even higher if it's a multi-story building, so you'll need to have an aptitude to work at heights. Trade schools and training are available for roofers to learn the trade, and on-site experience is also essential in order to apply that knowledge. Some proprietary roofing systems require training by the manufacturer of the product in order to maintain some type of warranty. Wages for roofers are generally in the range of $19 to $25 an hour. Of course, working on a roof comes with hazards, so a safe work practice is essential. The main two types of roofs are pitched roofs and flat roofs. Roofers lay clay, slate and asphalt tiles or shingle tiles to pitch roofs. Zinc, copper and lead roofs are also known to be applied to pitched roofs. Flat roofs are commonly roofed by using the torsion method using modified bitumen asphalt products. Nowadays, many commercial buildings are now roofed with a modified synthetic rubber plastic like TPO or EPDM. Thanks for watching the video guys, and hope you enjoyed it. Before you leave, give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos.